So I just got home from band practice. You can tell because I've got my pedal with me, and I've got my snare with me. I've got the backpack with my throne and my big thick sticks. And all through the band practice, one of the guitar. Well, let's see. There's 4 members in my band. You got to understand, I'm a little tired carrying all this shit, but. Anyways, there's 4 members in our band. There's me, drummer, there's one guy who plays guitar, and there's one bass vocal girl, and one guitar vocal girl. And the guitar vocal girl, her name is Maria. She's Japanese, but her name is Maria. All through the practice, she got there late, a little bit late to begin with, but all through the practice she talked about getting in touch or trying to get in touch with someone named Mike. And I thought it was just like a nickname for like some Japanese guy, because sometimes you do find like, Japanese folks picking foreign-sounding nicknames for themselves, which is cool. And at the end of the practice, Maria asks me, say, how do I ask if I get a backstage pass if I'm on the guest list? How do I ask that in English? And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, give me some background here. And she's like, well, I was talking to Fat Mike, and I'm like, wait a minute, Fat Mike, NoFX, Fat Mike. And she's like, yeah, I was talking to him, and he said he could get me on the guest list, and I wanted to ask him if that comes with a backstage pass. I'm like, it just blew my mind, because apparently she's like, buddies with Fat Mike of NoFX, who's in town for Punk Spring and a show at Shibuya Axe on Tuesday, I think. It just blew my mind. I mean, all this time she's talking about some guy named Mike, and I thought, oh yeah, just nickname for some guy. She's talking about Fat Mike of NoFX. Just blew my mind. And it's like, at first I'm like, oh, like, introduce me. And then I'm like, oh, I'm not worthy because I haven't listened to them in the longest time. And she said, oh, it's okay, they're going to do old stuff too, like, don't call me what. I'm like, no, it's not that problem. It's not that sort of problem. I haven't listened to them in a long time. It's like, God, I used to listen to them all the time in college, but not so much lately. So there's this desire to meet them, but at the same time, this knowledge that I'm not worthy. And she's just buddies with the guy. What the hell? So, God, yeah. One of my little side pipe dreams is that, I get called to do, like, interpretation for, like, visiting musicians at these big events like Punk Spring or Fuji Rock or what have you. Because, hey, I could do it by now, So, hey, if anyone out there is looking for an interpreter for, like, oh, I don't know, if Eric Clapton's visiting and y'all need an interpreter, just let me know. Yeah. Well, yeah, so that's my story for the day.